Now, following the clean chit to Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi in the harassment case, there are protests being held in Connaught Place in New Delhi. So this, of course, comes a day after what we had seen outside the premises of Supreme Court, where there were protests held over there, and Section 144 was imposed for a while, and the police had to, in fact, detain some of these activists and take them away from that location. Now, a day after that, we are seeing protests being held once again in the national capital, this time in Connaught Place. So this, of course, comes just after the fact that an in-house panel in the Supreme Court had, in fact, given a clean chit to Chief Justice of India Ranjan Gogoi. Remember, a harassment case, allegations had, in fact, been levelled against him. There was a three-judge panel which had been formed to look into the allegations, and they have, in fact, concluded and given a report giving a clean chit to the Chief Justice of India. Let me go across to my colleague Vajiullah, who is present at Connaught Place and is giving us live visuals of the protest being held over there. Vaji, what do you see around you, and what are some of these activists telling you?
Well, if we could have come a few minutes back, we would have had a lot of protesters over here. But right now, the strength has gone down as the police has detained a lot of them. But we are joined in by a few protesters still who are protesting against the clean chit that has been given to the CJI. Let's speak to Annie Raja, one of the protesters. Ma'am, आप लोग सब यहाँ इकट्ठा हुए हो?
होंगे कामयाब 23 मई को.
Okay, ma'am, you all have gathered here. What is the purpose of this? Can you could explain?
Now, it is a continuation of our protest of what happened in the Supreme Court about the complaint, sexual harassment complaint against the Chief Justice of India. And the way the Chief Justice is behaving and the entire Supreme Court is behaving is nothing but violating and throwing the entire rules and regulations of this country into dustbin. We have gained all that through our long-standing struggles and sacrifices. We don't want that thing to happen in this country. And we are not fighting for that one particular complainant. Today, what the Chief Justice is doing will become a precedent, and tomorrow anyone can say that, look at the Chief Justice, he did not step aside the post and position, and he constituted the committee which inquired against him, and they have given a clean chit. So we don't want that. And we are fighting for the coming generations of women and people of this country.
Are you saying that the only institution, that is the judicial system, that is believed to be proper as of now, is also biased?
That is our final hope for justice is the Supreme Court. And that Supreme Court, that very own Supreme Court is now its credibility is in a big question. We don't want such a hopeless situation. We have come up to this stage through lot of sacrifices, even whether it is for against child marriage or against dowry or against sexual harassment. We have sacrificed Nirbhaya, recent Nirbhaya, and after that, how many of us now? How many more we will have to sacrifice our life so that what we have achieved to save? I think they are trying for that to sacrifice many of us. That's why they are deploying. Even 3 people are standing here. Connaught Place is a place for people and families to come and spend some time. And they are saying that giving us a notice of ACP and saying that you cannot be here. As though we are the criminals of criminals.
No, ma'am, but a clean chit has now been given to the CJI. How do you think that this will change now?
You see, first of all, the procedure they have followed is completely in violation of what is there in our law in this country, where it is not in accordance with the prevention of sexual harassment at workplace, and according to that, there must be an internal committee. And Supreme Court have one internal committee. Why the Chief Justice did not refer this case to that committee? Why they made them an onlooker or a bystander or something like that without any value? And he called up the meeting first and constituted a committee, and that committee is giving a clean chit. And here again you see, a copy of that report is not given to the complainant but to the accused.
Well, those were the voices of the protester over here, Annie Raja over here, and according to them, the protester, the accused has not been given the complaint. The accused has been given the complaint, while the person who's complained against the CJI has not been given a complaint. And there are a lot of other violations that she has also pointed out. Well, they are here to get justice for the victim, and they've been protesting here. Back to you.
Right, that is of course the report there from on ground over there. Thank you so much, Vajiyallah, for bringing us those voices. We of course have to remind our viewers that the in-house panel of Supreme Court has in fact given a clean chit to the CJI in that harassment case.